Another day, another dad out for our heads. Hello everybody, welcome back to Mindsight Games. My name is N-Sight, and this is the second time I'm having to record this because of a little footage that I had to get for the ending segment of this chapter. I'm not quite certain about a certain thing, but I do believe there is one possible side event that can happen in this upcoming chapter. The reason why I wanted to grab that now instead of go back and get that later is because you can't exactly go back and redo chapters in Fire Emblem games. I'm in perfect shape today. I can handle anything asked of me. That, and I really wanted to get a specific support conversation way before this time, and I'm way behind. Daikon, ready to roll? Orator Naginata, thank you very much. Pearl Spring. We've got Lilith's Temple. I'm going to go ahead and give her a Daikon here. Yay! I will be going over everything that you can get in the My Castle segment. Oh, gold bar. I will be going over everything that you can get in the My Castle area, with one exception. In Fire Emblem Fates, the My Castle does differ between the storylines that you do take, and that does present itself the exact same way here. In Conquest, Birthright, and Revelation, the My Castle is tailored to whichever path you take. Hoshido, you will have some things that you, if you side with Hoshido and choose Birthright, you won't have some things that you'll get in Conquest. Likewise with Conquest on Nor's campaign, you won't have anything that you would get that is restricted to Hoshido. But Revelation, you'll get both, and you'll get a few tailored characters depending upon the storyline. We haven't gotten to any of those characters yet that are exclusive to Hoshido, that are exclusive to Nor, that are exclusive to Revelation just yet in either pathway. But we will get to them eventually, and I will go over them in not explicit detail, but at least in a varying detail to that degree. Private quarters. Let's see if we've got... Okay. Nope. Not available. Let's get Setsuna in on this.
Wow.
Birds of a feather flock together. I didn't fall into a single trap on the way here. The morbidness continues! Morbid Volume 2, yay.
This was fun. I'll come back again.
Okay. Now, even though I've already played this chapter before, I do not remember the explicit details. I will come back and do the lottery shop and the arena later. I don't plan on doing them now. I plan on actually taking care of that on the end of the video. We'll go ahead and kick out into the open world. We're moving on to Chapter 10. If you're wondering why I'm not covering any paralogs in Birthright or Conquest, it is because I'm going to cover all of them in Revelation as we get to them. And I'll be recording the paralog Chapter 1 for the Revelation profile right before I record Chapter 10. So I would recommend... It's not required that you beat Paralog 1 before Chapter 10, but there's a specific requirement to get the character from Paralog 1, and in order to get that requirement, it's much easier if you beat it before Chapter 10. So if you haven't beaten Paralog 1 just yet, I would recommend doing that right now. I know I'm going to be releasing all of the Paralog chapter updates at the very end of the series. I'm very sorry about that. But Paralogs and DLC are, you know, being put to the back burner, but I am recording them in real time as we're going through the story. Anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and enter Mokushu Forest. Ninja Village, Chapter 10. There are a couple of reasons why I'm re-recording this episode. One, I wanted to test a theory, and I've got recordings for the other half of it. And I didn't read the opening text. Completely forgot to do that. I'm sorry. The road ahead seems heavily forested. Is that where we're going?
Truly.
Yes, it is dense, but there's a path that leads to the bottomless canyon. This whole area is domain of Mokushu, another independent nation. If we encounter any of its citizens, they should be friendly, but we would be wise to remember how Nor compromised Izuma before we arrived.
Everything will be alright.
I wouldn't worry about Nor strong-arming Mokushu, milady. The Logus! Sorry, locals! Jeez, why can I not talk English today? I can't English good at all. I got water for today, so it should be a little refreshing. Many great ninja have sharpened their craft here. No, it's likely that Nor's strategists would have tried to avoid this area, even if it meant taking the long route. We haven't heard about any battles in the area. A good sign.
I see.
Very well, let's proceed.
Boo! Bet you didn't expect to see me here!
Excuse me. I got too into character. You've been following us! You're massively outnumbered, so you can't possibly be in search of a fight. Relax, Aqualia. He's probably just came to offer me a chance to cut him. Wasn't that thoughtful of him? I hope you're planning on cutting him with a spear.
No, please! I'm defeated. I did not show up here to challenge you challenge all of you by myself.
Excuse me.
I came here to surrender and to seek amnesty.
Why should we trust you?
Well, to be honest, you shouldn't. I tried to kill you. But you saw what Lord Leo was about to do to me. I can no longer return to Nor. I am exiled. Without the backing of an army, I am of little danger to you. But maybe I could be of some assistance.
Aqualia, surely you can't be considering his proposal. Can I cut him yet? No! I want to hear him out.
Stay away from me, please!
Listen.
I think we should bring him with us.
Wait, really?
Yes, really, Aqualia? Yes. As he said, he's of little danger to us by himself, and he may prove to have some value. Lastly, it is not the Hoshiden way to turn one's back on the helpless.
Goodness gracious.
You have a kind heart, Aqualia. Perhaps too kind.
Oh, thank you, Princess Aqualia. I can't believe I let
Excuse me. Gang. I almost said Gang Karen.
I can't believe I let King Garen convince me that you deserve to die. What you've done here today shows your true character, that of a brave leader.
Maybe not a brave leader, but a compassionate one. I'm letting you live. You're overreacting, Zola. And please remember, if any of us catch you doing anything suspicious, I will allow Hinoka to cut you down. I will always be I will always be standing by, knife at the ready. I cannot English good at all today. So don't even think about doing anything stupid. You got that?
Yes, my lady. Please don't hurt me.
I always found it kind of interesting in that scene that Hinoka references using a knife, but she's never able to equip one without the help of a class change. And even then, I didn't check what her additional class was, so she may not even get the opportunity to wield it in that form. Regardless, the only other way that you could get it is through class change if you marry someone who is a butler / maid, or a... I keep forgetting what the pawn of that one is, but I'll remember it at some point. I'll be like, ow, again. Oh wait, Troubadour, duh. Either that class, the ninja class. There's another class later on that I know or the samurai class. I know can branch off. Actually, no, I don't think samurai class gets that. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. The air is refreshing. And I have to say, I'm enjoying... Again, I'm thinking one character saying something, yet another character is saying it. And I have to say, I'm enjoying this path a fair bit more than the Eternal Stairway. Well, you're not changing elevation. Are we getting anywhere close to the bottomless canyon, Sakura?
Yes.
Yes, I believe so.
Huh?
What's the matter? Are you getting tired? No, I was just thinking about Ryoma and Takumi. And sometimes I forget they're missing, and then when I remember, it's like a wound is freshly opened. Way to pour salt on the ice in your hand. That stings. Yes, don't try that. That hurts. I've done it before. Ugh. Just thinking about... Back to the game. I know the feeling, but please try to stay positive. Worrying about it isn't going to do anything but drive you crazy. How do you think I got to playing this game start to finish and 100%ing it? No, I'm not crazy. I've been tested. You're right, I'll do my best.
Right.
Besides me doing crazy voices, there's nothing that would say me one thing or the other. That's the spirit. Whoa! Watch out! You hear that? Thuck. 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 Thud. Thud. Not thunk. Excuse me. A shuriken? Get down, everyone!
What's this?
That belongs to a Mokushu ninja.
Hey,
I sense the presence of many. I believe we're surrounded, Aqualia.
what was that?
Blast. So much for Nor trying to stay away. So much for Nor staying away from Mokushu.
Unbelievable.
Not sure we're dealing with Nor. I think she's right. I know Nor wants no fight with the kingdom of Mokushu.
Hey!
How convenient. Come here, Runt. Ah! Please remove that blade from my throat. Not until you tell us what's going on. Your guess is as good as mine. Perhaps Nor has made an alliance with Mokushu? The deformed one is correct. Our kingdom has made an arrangement with Nor.
I am called Kotaro.
Daimyo of Mokushu. I completely forgot the voice that I was going with this guy. Sort of this... rah. I probably am gonna forget the voice again. And what is your quarrel with us, Daimyo Kotaro? We merely seek passage through your territory.
Truly.
Yes, our understanding was that Mokushu is an independent nation. Yet you are now beholden to Nor? Beholden? Pah. Mokushu is beholden to no one. I can actually continue this voice. That's not bad. Our interests simply happen to line up with those of Nor for the time being. Okay, no, that's sounding too indie. That's sounding too racist. My bad. I am so sorry to everybody out there. Let's move on. Once Hoshido is defeated, King Garen will grant us considerable new territory. We've long been waiting for the chance to expand, and this war is the perfect opportunity.
No.
So you're a war profiteer. How noble. God, the famous Daimyo of Mokushu turns out to be a scheming politician. I don't even have words for how disappointing that is. And if you did, it wouldn't make a difference. Kinda puts the point in perspective. Grow up, foolish Hoshidans. Only the ambitious prosper in this world. Ambitious or determined. One of the two. I just happen to be the other. It was careless of us not to think of this possibility. I'm gonna raise the volume level slightly on the game. Indeed. Now that I have you all in one place, I can enter the war I can end the war today. I look forward to building a castle on the smoking ruins where Hoshido once stood.
Not a chance.
Go on, keep talking. I'll savor making you eat those words. So this map has a bit of a special case here. This is one of the only maps to have this feature. On the Dragon Veins, there are actually... Well, there are 4 Dragon Veins. I believe there are 4. Yeah, there are 4 Dragon Veins, but a total of 5 of these locations, with the first being this patch right up here. Sometimes when you walk over a segment, it will uncover traps that the Mokushin army have left behind. Mokushu-jin have left behind. That's gonna be hard to say, and I don't want to say it ever again. What I want to do immediately is swap Azura to here. Swap Hinoka to here. This way, when I get Hinoka, I can move her immediately to here and trigger this to show you what I mean. And as soon as that happens, I can immediately jump in the fray this way. You can either activate them using the, you can either activate them using the Dragon Veins, or when you walk over them yourselves, you'll uncover them as well. do have a couple of things to say on that, but aside from that, I believe that is everything in terms of this map, aside from one item in particular. Kotaro! He is a Master Ninja level 2. He has an item in his inventory that we can pick up that he does not have the rank to wield. It is this Kodachi. The Kodachi is weak to follow-up attacks. It cannot trigger or crit offensive skills or do follow-ups. It is essentially a version of the Javelin, but for the sword class. And it's, you know, Hoshiden. It is very handy when you've got a unit that is swords only and can use swords at a range at that point. That is very handy when in terms of those kind of things. Now, if we're talking about units that only use swords and can get swords all the way up to S rank, yes, believe me, there is an S rank. There are only a couple of units. Ryoma, I believe, is one of those classes. If not, I don't know of any outside of DLC classes, but I will be changing into one of those DLC classes along the line. Well, maybe not in this course, but I will in Conquest, so... Aside from that, this Kodachi, definitely the range is something you want to keep your eye on. Aside from that, his personal weapon is a dual shuriken. It's the first time we've seen a dual weapon. There are 6 total dual weapons in each playthrough of Fire Emblem, Birthrights, Conquest, and doubles of these in Revelation that you can obtain. The dual shuriken is essentially a reversal of the weapon triangle, where shurikens beat bows, bows would beat, or shurikens would be critted in this case. It's super effective against shurikens, but weak to sword-based attacks. Super effective against axes, but weak to magic, in that sense. That being said, the 4 units that you have in your party that are probably the best to deal with him are Qualia, Orochi, where is he? Silas, not Rinka, and Hana. Those 4 will have a super effective bounce with him. Everybody else will be standard round with 1, maybe 2 exceptions if it plays out in the right way. The first... Well, hang on. No, there are exceptions. Oh, yeah. Well, whatever you picked up at that point. Hayato is also a character that could be helpful in that case, and Hinata's super helpful in this case. The only people who would not be super effective against him at the moment that we have are 1 archer, Setsuna, I completely forgot we had her, and Rinka, and I actually believe that she's going to be the least helpful in this stage. Wait. Now that I think about it, no, she actually would deal better against the other ninja. You do need to be careful about the rest of the field. Everybody else has shurikens, a couple bows, magic, all range weapons for the most part, with a couple exceptions. There's 1 lone spear fighter in the whole, 2 lone spear fighters in the whole mix. Aside from that, you got everything you need right at your fingertips. Skills are all equipped. Why did I check that? Regardless, let's kick this battle off. And our goal? Rout the enemy. Let's begin. So, kicking things off, I want to build a barrier between where I want Azura to pop out and where the rest of the units are as of this point. So I'm going to immediately attack from where I am. This is why I didn't move Saizo from where he was. Saizo's placement allows him to be right next to Jacob. Both of them can do ranged attacks and deal damage immediately right out of the gate. Because of our resilience and our higher HP, the Norian Princess can go ahead and uncover this set of traps, and in turn, use her Dragon Stone, because she is going to need, well, now that I think about it, hang on. Yeah, the Dragon Stone I haven't seen a lot of, but, well, they're about the same. The auto isn't necessarily going to be that helpful during this stage, so I believe the Dragon Stone is going to be the best shot for this. We're going with this. That's all it is to it.
Guess I did it
Yeah.
right.
Alright. Not what I thought was gonna happen. Alright, okay. I could attack you for 18, but she would be in the line of fire. No, actually. That is interesting! I didn't know that! Alright, while I have this notion, I'm gonna go ahead and take care of that. Well, that guy can move. I need to make sure that that boss is taken care of. This, right here. You want to take out those two as well, whenever you get the opportunity. Don't rush in immediately and try to take out that Mokushu Jin. The Shrine Maiden is standing in the middle of the woods, but there are a ton of plains around it. They're all traps. Don't immediately go for that. Oh, I gotta take care of this. Combat animations from here on out are going to be off. That is the final word of warning. The only thing that I had them on for was to essentially show off the close-up version of the mode. But because I am going to be coming through these or trying to finish these chapters rather quickly, there we go. Yeah, see, when you step on certain spaces, it unlocks spikes. Ninjas, I do not believe... Okay. There are some units that have trouble moving through those spiky fields. I do not believe I have... Actually, no, I don't think so. That may just be myth. Is that the only guy? He can't even attack. Alright, I'll stave off using that. Alright, there we go. So what I was saying, I need to get back to that. Spikes pop out of the ground. What was I saying? It was along the lines, I don't remember what it was though. It's easier to activate that segment, weed out her health bar as quickly as possible, make sure that no units return in that capacity. I'm gonna move you down here. The other good idea you can have is to move this unit down here, specifically for that same reason. I enjoy strategy. I don't know what I am talking about here. I've lost connection with the game at this point. It's just kind of there. You know what? Well, we've already got units there. I guess I'll go ahead and show this off. There we go. Great, what now? Wait, is that who I think it is?
Takumi!
Over here!
Big brother! Are you alright?
What's wrong with you? That arrow almost hit me. Takumi, what are you doing?
Kill.
Huh?
I should have been the chosen one.
What?
This is creepy.
Please, no.
What happened to you?
I will not be stopped.
Ignored. Alone. Forgotten. But I am more powerful than they can imagine. What are you saying? Snap out of it, Takumi. I will not stand in the shadows any longer. They will all see me for the first time. I will make them pay for what they've done. I will make them. I will make them
Die!
die! Takumi! This only happens if you have a Azura in the party with you. Look at the color of his eyes. Could it be? There's only one way to find out. I'll have to sing to him. Currently, because I have Azura right here, I can talk to Takumi. Notices me. No one cares.
Die! 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 Die!
Wait.
Takumi, listen to me. I'm starting to scare myself with my own. You are.
Listen.
Doesn't matter. I have someone who can help. I'm getting a little lightheaded. I need water. You are being controlled by a dark force. This is not who you are. You don't have to give in. You can survive this. Listen carefully.
You are the ocean's great waves. Listen.
And like that, Takumi is broken from the spell. Azura, is that you?
Just in time.
Yes, it's me. Oh, thank goodness.
Huh?
Where am I?
My apologies.
Unfortunately, we're right in the middle of a battle. I don't really have time to explain. Are you in any condition to defend yourself? I think so. I feel okay.
Hey.
Very well. Just remember, you're strong and intelligent. There's a certain something about you. I believe in you, Takumi.
What?
Okay. That's the Takumi I remember. Now come on, you need to focus to make it through this battle.
Hold on a minute.
Wait, Azura. I'm still a bit woozy. So many questions.
Ah.
Guess I'll just have to stay alive to get them answered. Yes, if you have Azura in your party, you indeed can grab Takumi as early as now. There is an alternate way to get him, and we'll go over that at the very end of the chapter. But due to his specific class and the fact that he has the Fujin Yumi, Takumi's weapon is a bit of a special one. He's not slowed by terrain effects, aside from moving across something that not even a flyer, not even a normal unit could move across at all whatsoever. Takumi is able to move over any space as if it were regular terrain. He's not able to move over thick wood, and he's not slowed by any terrain hazards, which is a blessing in disguise. Well, both a blessing and a curse in disguise. The main point I want to bring up is the fact that you can beat the stage with him as an enemy without Azura in the party, and there are a couple of things that happen. First off, I'll explain how it happens at the end of the chapter, and secondly, it's not something that we need to go over at the moment, but it is something interesting to take notice of. I would like to take you out. Damn it! The oneness comes back again. This time in the form I would never have thought it would be. Jeez. I never thought that would be what would happen. Alright. Because I have Hinoka right here, I'm going to go ahead and activate this Dragon Vein. What it's going to do is it's going to steadily damage that Lancer, and as long as I don't have anybody within his field of attack, or his range of attack, I can take him out pretty quickly. What I'm going to do... Hang on. Okay. Not what I planned to do, but I can profit off of this. I have the Javelin on Silas. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I will use a Steel Sword with Silas to take out that Lancer. I don't know why I decided to do that. May have actually been better. I'll use the Iron Shuriken to get that taken care of. Alright. With the placement of where Kaze is right now, he's right in the line of fire to receive magic attacks from this guy right here. But so is everybody else in this area, which is kind of a bad thing. Aside from having certain characters able to attack here and there, deal massive damage against this guy, I don't think I want to engage him immediately. What I want to do instead is switch over here, attack. Ah, come on! No! Oh, I thought for sure I had this one in the bag. Alright, hang on. So my idea isn't necessarily going to be as foolproof as I had thought at first. Switch. So immediately out of the gate, I can deal 9 damage, but he'll deal 11 to me when he gets the opportunity. Which is why I don't want to strike him immediately. Or from that range. Jacob's very handy to have because whenever he heals an ally at this point in the adventure, he will also heal himself. Whenever he's standing on those areas, don't worry too much about him. Anyone else who doesn't make it across this segment, don't worry about them. They can make it across eventually, and I actually just want to end the turn right here. I don't want to continue on from there. It looks like I've got this down a peg. Oh, wait. I actually low... Okay, that's interesting. Okay. Yeah, she only took 10 damage. From a range... Resistance +2. Why didn't I think... Well, defensive 9 right now. I don't see that as too big an issue. Alright. So Orochi has that taken care of. What I actually want to do... This moment... There we go. That. Is the brothers and... Items. Equip that. Wait. I would like to move you back here. Alright. So my strategy here, it's kind of weird, but I mean, it's not one that I did last round, which I'm actually surprised that I didn't try this last round. Bloom Festival. Is this the lowest of the two? Restore some a lot. Yeah, I'll do Bloom Festival. Bloom Festival is alright, but the Sun Festival is a little better. Festivals are a little bit better than stabs in that regard, because stabs, while they're only found in Nor, and festivals are only found in Hoshido, stabs, unless they specifically say, they literally only have a range of 1 unless they specifically say a range of 1 to divide it to half magic in this case. I'm actually gonna move Hana forward. I know this is suicide, but let me explain. If I can make him move, or make her move past Hinoka, Hinoka can pick her up, and thus gain the surprise. Yeah, right? Yeah. And on the plane right here. Now, I want to make sure nobody else can attack her from there. Someone could. Iron Shuriken. I don't know what to do. Try this. I'll try moving him over into this position. That it is a little harder to work with. Alright. That's my strategy. Let's see how it works. Okay. I wasn't worried too much about that. Alright. I'm gonna try moving you. I'm literally just gonna try and tack on a little bit of damage here. There we go! Alright. Switch real quick. Grand Katana. Here we go. What strategy you could employ to making sure that you complete this stage is attaching a Shuriken user onto a Sky Knight, and that is a valid strategy. That is a valid point that I'd like to bring up real quick. There are legitimate upsides to that. The only downside, I believe, at the moment, at least, hang on. Okay. The only downside that I can see at the moment is that you won't have those ninja to take care of ranged units all the time. There are some cases where ninjas are preferred over other units. And if you don't have any ninjas available to you at the given time, you're not able to deal with those long-range threats. Okay. That was actually... I don't really know why I did that. Alright, hang on. I'm moving Sakura down here. There's a reason why I'm waiting there for right now. I don't know if I want to block this path. Oh god, no! That would deal 26 damage to me. That guy could be close. Wait a second. I got it. Hang on. Switch. Dragon Bane. Alright. I know this is gonna hamper Kaze a little. Not enough, but a little. But it's gonna damage both of them. And it's gonna force them to try and move to superior advantage. Now! The idea in all of this... a little simpler than a run-of-the-mill stab and grab, but you could mistake it for that. What I want to do is not... Whoa! That actually would kill him immediately. Alright. Taken care of there. Takumi is one of the more powerful units that you get really early on in the game. If you don't like Takumi that much, don't worry. He's not imperative to the story. I mean, he's not imperative to getting through all of this on your own, but he is a great asset. How did that get a critical on me? I think the Dragonstone still has a better chance. There we go. Alright. Alright. It's a skill that I didn't think I'd be getting at this point. Alright. I'm trying to get as many uses of heal as I can. As well, it may be superior in terms of the amount of HP it heals. It is not superior in terms of range, and I can use Bloom Festival much more effectively with healing units in that regard. Now, he's got 19 out of 20. So, right. If you're wondering why I'm doing this, there's a little thing up here called a chest. It stands behind a door, and both of them can be unlocked. There are a couple of ways to take care of this. You can either find a way to sneak past the boss and undo this door, defeat the boss, undo this door, and then undo the chest. Or you can fly over here and get the chest with your ninja. I find it saves a lot of time if you just fly over the whole thing. Not only that, but it does save precious units sometimes. Do this. Dragon Vein. Right there. There's a reason for that. Now, unless you force them there, these ranged foes will not attempt to attack you from the ledge. So if you're down below, and their best vantage point is up there, they will move into that position. But unless you have forced them to do so, they won't attack from that angle. Alright, hang on. Oh, it sounds stupid when I put this down on paper, but I really need... to be able to take care of this. Alright. I know this segment through here is impassable. This segment right through here is impassable right now. Oh wait, no, not really, but... it's hard to navigate, alright? Takuma's probably in this game. Alright, there we go. Right there. This is why yeah, that's why I took care of that. This is why I went ahead and took care of that little thing right there. That little thing we call, well, why I singled them out. If you have both of them available and there's a unit within both ranges, they will consistently toggle back and forth between the two units, essentially comboing them, in a sense. Combo healing. If you don't want to have them combo heal, there is a way around it, but you're not gonna like it. All right. Well, doing that, but do you have to... hang on. That's thick wood, I can't go through there. I know Azura's gonna take yet another round of damage from the spikes, but if I can keep Takumi on the move, I'm willing to do that. Alright. Now, I know some people would say, geez, dude, why are you taking so long to plan out your attack? Well, there are a couple of reasons for it. One, I want to make sure that I get as much experience on different characters as I can. Or as many experience rounds as I can on different characters, whatever you want to call it. But I do want to make sure that I make it through this fight without any person dying, because there are certain characters that are involved in the storyline that I do want to make note of. And if Takumi dies when we first get him, that's just sad. Oh, I didn't think about that. Well, I did think about this girl. Yeah, take that. 22 against 21 HP.
What?
Even more next time. Camaraderie! I don't remember how that works exactly. Camaraderie restores up to 10% each turn if an ally's within 2 spaces. Alright. Oh, yeah, while we're at it, Takumi himself gets competitive if supported by a same or higher level unit. He grants crit plus 10 and a plus 3 minus 1 damage dealt taken bonus. I'm not higher level than him. I need to see to it that I get higher level than him because it does balance out. It does balance out use in that regard. It does help a lot. Again, I didn't move you because I'm going to kill you. Completely forgot about that and then capitalized on it. Yes. I know you're gonna attack twice there.
Yes.
Are you sitting behind the combo I used? You're dead, son! I win! My win! Silas, get over here. I'm going to heal your rear end. Oh! All healed up. Yay! Alright, now that we have this, switch! Not what I meant to do! Okay, I went too fast. Sorry about that. Alright. Now, this is kind of the reason why I can't. Nope. If you'll notice, we can't capture the boss. It is story related. He is destined to die here. And who am I to argue with fate? I still find it kind of sad that he is losing to... He is losing to an army that is planning to overthrow the kingdom that, well, he's so happy to build up. Let's grab that chest real quick. Oh boy. I wonder if the Fujin Yumi could take him out. Maybe. I could probably take him out if given... Alright. Here's what I'll do. Wait. Oh no, she's got the auto equipped. So she's getting a bonus on that. Thank you so much for walking right into my domain. Perhaps I'll name one of the latrines in my new castle in your honor. I read the line right. Why did I second guess myself? Alright. Steel sword. There we go. That'll bring him down to 4.
Well, how irksome.
Aw. You're not happy with that, are you? I guess I could find that situation problematic. I'm gonna try... Never deal a ton. Problem is, who do I want to have the experience? I want to have Orochi gain the experience because she's gonna need a lot of it going forward. She's gotta be able to capture certain units for story reasons. Mokushu must not fall! Sorry, bro. I win the battle.
Well...
Kodachi. Aqualia and Kaze are the heroes. Thanks.
Brother!
Brother, I'm so glad you're back to normal. We were all so worried about you.
I won't allow it.
Don't ever do that again, okay?
What?
Whoa, guys, stop crying. You're making me all embarrassed. I don't care. We didn't know if we'd ever see you again. And then you showed up all weird like that. Yeah, we didn't know if you'd ever be the same Takumi we know and love again.
Thanks.
Well, it's definitely me, guys. Thank you for your concern. I'm sorry I made you all worried.
All right.
Whew! I'm glad Lord Takumi is safe and sound after battle. After all, wasn't looking good for us for a while there.
Yes.
Lord Takumi, now that you're back, we'll never let anything happen to you again. These two scenes with Takumi's retainers wouldn't happen if the respected retainers are no longer around. If you lose them in the last battle, you go to a DLC chapter and they die there in classic mode. They do stay dead, and they don't show up here. It is handy-dandy in that case. It's good to have you back, Takumi. But as much as I would like to savor this moment, Ryoma's still missing. Can you tell us anything about what happened to you two? Yeah, it was insane. We ran into Norian troops just outside Izumo and began fighting. Ryoma and I were separated in the early stages of combat before we had to retreat. We were outnumbered, pushed to the brink of the bottomless canyon. So we still have no idea where he is.
No.
No, I'm afraid not. Something triggered a massive landslide, and I was caught up in it. That's how I fell into the canyon. You actually fell into the bottomless canyon? How are you still alive?
But
I've never heard of anyone returning from there before. I have no idea. All I remember is falling. There was a period of darkness, and then I woke up here. I'm glad to have you back. It's a miracle you survived a fall like that.
Hey.
So, can anyone tell me about how I ended up here? Or what exactly I was doing before I woke up just now?
no.
It's best you not worry about it for now. Just get some rest.
No.
No. I need to know. My Fujin Yumi was in hand when I came to. And some of you have wounds in your backs. Actually, no! None of us do! Well, tell me, what did I do?
Yeah.
Takumi, you must have been under some sort of spell. You stumbled out of the woods and started attacking our party. Please, try not to worry about it. We know it wasn't really you.
No.
What have I done? A prince attacking his own men? How can I show my face in Hoshido ever again?
No.
Please, someone or something was controlling you. We know you were not in your right mind. That's small comfort right now, I'm afraid.
Well,
Well, I'm sorry you feel that way, but all that matters now is that we're all here. Will you join us in the search for Ryoma? Perhaps something along the way will jog your memory. Can we count on you?
Yes.
Yes, if you can forgive me for all the hurtful things I've said and done. Of course. You must move forward, not dwell on the past.
Thanks.
Thank you, Aqualia. Also, need to thank you, sister. Oh, you called me? I mean, you're quite welcome, Takumi.
huh?
Is everything okay, Azura? You don't look well.
Well,
I'm fine. I'm just a bit tired. Please, don't worry about me. I'll be better in no time.
yeah.
If you say so.
If I may.
Excuse me, everyone. I have more good news. Our forces rescued Kagero from an underground prison nearby. One of my favorite ninja in the whole game! Welcome back, Kagero. I say, one of my favorite ninja. She's one of 3
Let's get
ninja
to
you get
it.
to play with in this storyline. But whatever. Hello, everyone. Good day, my lady.
Are you alright?
Welcome back. You alright? Do you know what happened to Ryoma?
Yes.
Yes.
But I'm afraid.
I'm afraid.
Huh?
No, Ryoma could not have fallen to the Nor army. It isn't possible. No, brother.
That can't be.
Can't believe he's gone. We will build a monument to his glory when we return home.
Hmm?
If you would allow me to continue... Excuse me. Lord Ryoma is still alive, as far as we know. Huh? But you said you were afraid... You said you were afraid of something.
Yes.
But I was going to say, I'm afraid I don't know exactly where he is. After being separated from Lord Takumi, Lord Ryoma met with a Hoshidan scout. Excuse my... shuffling. The scout informed him of a new civil strife in Nor. Ryoma departed at once in the direction of Chief.
What?
Chief? So he's on his way to Nor right now?
Hmm.
I can only assume so. I was given the order to return to Hoshido and report this information, but I was careless while traveling through Mokushu and ended up being caught. I must apologize to everyone for such shameful conduct. It's okay. We're just glad to see you alive. I know I can't do girl voices, but I promise when I get to the guys that have more prominent, like, distinctions, I'll do those.
Here we go.
Yes, but we should depart. Did I say that right? And knowing that Ryoma is still out there is valuable information to have. Okay. We should depart quickly if we hope to catch up to him. Aqualia, this may mean returning all the way to Nor. Are you ready to do that?
Let's go.
Yes, of course.
Let's go.
If we travel by sea, it will be faster. We should head to the nearest port town. And even though Kotaro is defeated, we should take care. There will surely be other ninja who share his ambition, lying in wait. Yes, that sounds wise. I've also dispatched another ally back to Hoshido. He will warn everyone to avoid this area for the time being. I expect he'll reach Hoshido and inform Yukimura within half a day or so. Lady Aqualia, would you permit me to join you? I feel I must make up for my previous shortcomings.
Thank you.
You owe nothing. We would be more than we would be more than happy to have you. I did say that right the first time. Why did I second guess myself? Everyone, the sooner we find the sooner we find Ryoma, not Theoma. What am I thinking here? The sooner we end this work. I wish I were as confident as I sound. Now we can save, because I'm not going back to this chapter ever again. If you're wondering what special things I neglected this time around, if you neglect to bring Azura into the mix, you still get Ryoma for your party. But, a couple of things you need to take care of. One, he shows up as an enemy unit, as we've seen in the chapter. Here's what you have to do, and what happens if you don't have Azura in your party in the mission. Continue. I'm wondering. Do I have to? That is an experiment that I'm gonna take care of. See if that actually comes into play. Well, new skill, Dragon Fang, new Kodachi. Kaze and Saizo. I am invisible.
Takumi!
He's still not responsive. I don't want to attack him, but what should we do?
Wait.
I have an idea, Aqualia, but I'll need to get close to him.
Azura?
Alright, just be careful. Who knows what he's capable of in this state? What are you?
Listen.
Doesn't matter. I'm someone who can help. Listen carefully.
You are the ocean's great waves.
I do like that song.
How are you?
Takumi, can you hear me? Oh, man. What's going on? Why is everyone looking at me?
Takumi.
You're back!
Big brother!
I was so glad you're back to normal. We were all so worried about you.
I won't allow it.
Don't ever do that again, okay?
What?
Whoa, guys, stop crying. You're making me all embarrassed. I don't care. We didn't know if we'd ever see you again. And then, when you showed up all weird like that, yeah, we didn't know if you'd ever be the same Takumi we'd know and love again.
Thanks.
Well, it's definitely me, guys. Thank you for your concern. And I'm sorry I made you all worried.
All right.
Whew! Glad Lord Takumi is safe and sound after all. I wasn't looking good for us there for a while now. It wasn't looking good for us for a while there.
Yes.
Lord Takumi, now that you're back, I'll never let anything happen to you again.
Hey!
Good to have you back, Takumi. But as much as I would like to savor this moment, Ryoma is still missing. Can you tell us anything about what happened to you two? Yeah, it was insane. We ran into Nori and troops just outside of Izumo and began fighting. Ryoma and I were separated in the early stages of combat before we had to retreat. We were outnumbered and pushed to the brink of the bottomless canyon. So we still have no idea where he is. No, I'm afraid not. Something triggered a massive landslide and I was caught up in it. That's how I fell into the canyon. You actually fell into the bottomless canyon? How are you still alive?
But
Never heard of anyone returning from there before. I have no idea. All I remember is falling. There was a period of darkness, and then I woke up here. Well, I'm just glad to have you back. It's a miracle you survived a fall like that.
Hey,
So, can anyone tell me how I ended up here? Or what exactly I was doing before I woke up just now?
no.
It's best you don't worry about it for now. Just get some rest.
no.
No, I need to know. My Fujin Yumi was in hand when I came to. And some of you have wounds in your backs. Well... Tell me, what did I do?
Yeah.
Takumi, you must have been under some sort of spell. You stumbled out of the woods and started attacking our party. Please, try not to worry about it. We know it really wasn't you.
No.
Oh, what have I done? A prince attacking his own men? How can I show my face in Hoshido ever again?
No.
Please, someone or something was controlling you. We know you were not in your right mind. That's small comfort right now, I'm afraid.
Well,
I'm sorry you feel that way. But all that matters now is that we're all here. Will you join us in the search for Ryoma? Perhaps something along the way will jog your memory. Can we count on you?
Yes.
Yes, if you can forgive me for all the hurtful things I've said and done. Of course, we must move forward, not dwell on the past.
Thanks.
Thank you, Aqualia. I also need to thank you, sister. Oh, you called me? I mean, you're welcome, Takumi. Cough, cough.
huh?
Is everything okay, Azura? You don't look so... Oh, literal cough. Ahem.
Well,
I'm fine. I think I'm just a bit tired. Please, don't worry about me. I'll be better in no time.
yeah.
If you say so. And now that we're back from all of that, let's go over one more thing. There is a specific conversation that I neglected to do because I wanted to end the battle quickly as possible. If you have Saizo battle Kotaro anywhere during that final segment where Saizo and Kotaro exchange shuriken blows, they have this little conversation right here. Steel shuriken. Yeah.
Hey,
Kotaro of Mokushu, you will answer to me.
what?
I answer to no one. Who are you to suggest otherwise?
My name is Saizo.
The fifth. Servant to the Hoshiden royal family.
Yes.
Saizo, that's familiar. I believe I murdered others of your pitiful lineage. You! How dare you! My father was an honorable man. Honorable. Maybe. Weak? Definitely. That balding old fool had the audacity to lecture me. So naturally, I put an end to his life. I knew you were the one responsible for his death. Coward! Isn't this a stroke of luck? To fell both father and son with the same blade. How poetic. I'm about to rewrite your poem.
Yes.
Please, if you're anything like your father, you won't land a single blow. Nothing in the way of Kaze, but I do adore the fact that Saizo and Kotaro have that little exchange, especially because he's the man who murdered Saizo's father. We'll get into that if Saizo and Kaze ever have that support conversation, which it doesn't look like they're going to have. But Saizo is going to have one for Hinoka. Who's there? Show yourself. I'm impressed, Lady Hinoka. For all my stealth, you detected me almost immediately. I thought it might be you. You have a very distinctive presence. I could say the same for you, Lady Hinoka. We've known each other for so long, and you've never changed in all that time. So what's got you skulking around at this hour? Lord Ryoma entrusted me with a secret letter. I have instructions to deliver it to you at this specific time. Ryoma sent this? What's it about? I don't know. It's not my place to read his mail. I don't know if this changes if you get Ryoma a part of your group, but I do know in this storyline it does play like a very, very minor part. Alright, I'll give it a look then. What the? Okay. Thanks for delivering this letter. You've done well, Saizo. Thank you. I must return to my master now. So soon? Are you just curious about what was in the letter? No, my part in this is done. Farewell, Lady Hinoka. Now, this could take place well after all of these support conversations happen, and well after we have taken care of, getting Ryoma. If you do it this early, though, it's kind of interesting. I do want to boost Kaze and Qualia's segment to at least rank B. Kaze, I have a request. I'd like to follow you around town. Ah, Lady Aqualia. No, I don't mind your company, but may I ask why? Have I done something amiss? No, nothing like that. I thought it would be a good way to point out all the charming things about you. Why would you like to do that exactly? I've been worried about you, ever since you told me you weren't a good person. It sounded like something's really been bothering you, and I want to help. I want to see the good in you. I want you to see the good in you. So, what do you say? I thank you for your concern, really, but I am fine. Now, if you'll excuse me. Kaze, hang on. And he's gone. But I bet he's still close by. I'm not gonna give up so easily. Kaze! Kaze! Where are you? Kaze! Come on, don't just leave me out here. Kaze! Lady Aqualia. There you are. I knew you couldn't hide from me. I would prefer it if you didn't scream like that. What if there were enemies nearby? Never give away your position when isolated from the main body of the army. Please, for all our sakes, try to refrain from such behavior in the future. You're right. I'm sorry, I just wanted to find you so badly. Thank you for coming back. I know you did it because you were worried for my safety. Which just goes to show how good of a guy you are. Why do you insist on saying such things? Huh? Please stop. Just leave me alone. Kaze? My apologies, my lady. I should not have spoken to you so rudely. No, this is all my fault. No one likes being pestered like this. I'm sorry, Kaze. Lady Aqualia. Now she left in a hurry. Kaze to follow suit. Looks like Silas has a conversation with Jacob. I've not seen this one before. Oh, hi, Jacob. How are things? Silas. Caught up on some new fool's errand of mercy, I trust. How did you know? It's clear on your face. You have the look of a man acting selflessly. I'm surprised that philosophy hasn't worn you down into a husk of a man by now. Say what you want. I'm no hero. Yet you've never met a sob story you won't hear in full. When you have me there, the more you listen, the more spellbound you become. Until you're weighted down by the problem more than its actual suffering. Am I wrong? Not exactly. Well, this sounds to me like the very definition of a hero. My condolences. Ugh, he's got me dead to the rights. There you go! That's kinda cute. Jacob and Aqualia. Lady Aqualia, may I have a moment? Of course, Jacob. And thanks again for teaching me how to make tea. As always, I'm delighted to serve you. You look pretty unhappy for a man who's supposedly delighted. What's wrong? I need to apologize to you, my lady. I'm truly, deeply sorry. Those of you who have been following the Revelation playthrough, yes, we already have seen this cutscene, but I wanted to go ahead and do this, because it's fun. Huh? What for? The truth is, your tea was quite bitter. Undrinkably so. When you handed me the pot, I secretly added some sugar and more hot water. I shouldn't have done it, and I'm terribly, terribly sorry. I just couldn't stand to watch you do it wrong any longer, so... Lady Aqualia. I'm sorry, Jacob. I knew you did that. You did? Then you won't punish me for interfering? Not at all. You're only trying to help me. I admit, I was too stubborn about it, so I think that makes us even, don't you? You are the most magnanimous, my lady. I still haven't looked up that word since the Revelation recording. As a matter of fact, pause. I'm going to go ahead and write that down. Magnanimous. I may use that word while writing, so may go ahead and throw that over there to look it up. Well, I also learned something from this. I still need your help to stay on track, Jacob. So, can I count on you to stick with me even when I'm a stubborn mule? Of course I will. I promise never to leave your side. In all honesty, I seem to fall apart when I'm not with you as well. It's funny how alike we are. That you would even compare us that way. I might faint with joy. No fainting, Jacob! Jacob? Jacob? Wake up! Support level A! Nice. One thing that I need to point out, now that we have a couple of A rank conversations with certain people, actually I need to go back into support. The only, well, actually, technically, the only A rank support conversation we have is Aqualia and Jacob. In the event that Aqualia does indeed gain an A rank conversation with another person, a couple of things can happen. If they are the same gender, whenever she uses a a friendship scale, she can gain the class of any A rank unit that is the opposite gender that she is. So if she's supported with Hana, she is able to gain access to the Samurai class. Oh. Now, there are exceptions to this rule. When she A rank supports with Azura, she gains the secondary class, Sky Knight, not the original class. That is understandable in that regard. Aside from that, I think that's everything. Once you do that, the friendship scale...
Take your time.
Oh, Dawn Lottery. Yes, please. In terms of... Well, let me go ahead and take care of the Dawn Lottery. And it's unfortunate, but next time we'll fare better. Lapis! Nice!
Much obliged.
That takes care... That actually is good for building or forging axes in this case. Do I have a forge made? No, I do not have a forge made. Alright. What's this? Fish! Thank you. Lilith's Temple. Give food. Fish! I'm gonna give her a fish. How are we gonna deal with the turret? I'm gonna kick it. That is a terrible idea, and I do not expect you to do. I don't know why that reminded me of Code Men episode 16. That is like my favorite episode from that entire series. That entire bridge series. I'm at soup. What do you mean you're at soup? I mean, I'm at soup. What store are you in? I'm at the soup store. Why are you buying clothes at the soup store? Alright, aside from funny stuff aside, we have a couple of things available to us. These, well, Smithy is one thing. Because we did that, we now have access to the puppets, A, B, and C. They are automatons, which, when you place them, they will have a bonus in multiplayer castle mode. Excuse me, my castle mode, similar to Dawn Dragon. I will go into those later, because I do not feel like taking care of those without taking care of a shop. Because we are in Hoshido, I feel like it is appropriate to build a hot spring. Now, the hot spring is in all modes. It is not a Hoshiden exclusive. The only Hoshiden exclusive that I can think of that we have right now is the Rod Shop and the Dawn Armory. Those are the only two that I can think of that are exclusive to Hoshido and the Valmy's Conquest. Excuse me. The Revelation and Birthright story paths. Hot Spring. Once after every battle, you can come in and see how people are doing in the hot spring. I'm not going to be doing this very often because it doesn't necessarily do anything in that regard, but if I ever do catch a specific conversation that can occur here, I will show that on screen. And it will differ depending upon how support conversations go. Anyway, we're going to enter. Take a dip in the hot springs. And I don't like the look of that.
What?
That's Hayato! God dang it! You can't come in here. You want a grown man to see? Sorry, I'll leave right away. That's something interesting. If you walk in and you are a girl and you are a female Korin, and a dude is in the hot spring, something like that will happen. The higher in level the hot spring is, the more people can essentially enter the hot spring, aside from the main character. So, upgrading the building. Getting it to level 2 takes 2 Dragon Vein points. Getting it to level 3 takes 3 Dragon Vein points. I feel like upgrading that on my own, on the side. And there is a specific thing that happens later when you marry a unit. In particular, just any unit in this case. I believe that is everything that I plan to tackle right now, with a couple exceptions. Let's get a nice, quiet little settling down conversation with Takumi.
Hey,
What do you want? There's no point in sparring. You couldn't keep up. Come on.
are we through?
Aw, not this
Got
one.
things to do.
That one's just sad. That's sad, because I do like the support conversations between Aqualia, or Korin, male or female, it doesn't matter, and Takumi. It is very helpful. It is very handy-dandy in that sense. Alright, so we go to the arena.
How do I look?
Obero's available. I don't believe she leveled up at all, which is why I'm going to throw in a Pearl into the mix. She's going against an Oh, Savage! No! She is at the... Oh, wait. She has a higher chance to strike the opponent than the opponent does. But she'll do less damage than the opponent would. So far, 3 out of 4 strikes. There's the 4th. Alright. There we go. And out of his 4 strikes, only 1 of them landed. That's interesting. It just goes to show you that the percentage is not exactly accurate in every regard. Winnings?
Looks like a win.
Doubled the pearls. Alright, I believe that is everything that I can do right here, right now, without moving on into another chapter or another paralogue. So, thank you all once again for coming back to Mindset Games. My name is N-Sight. Next time we're going to be tackling none other than Chapter 11, To the Sea. This one is definitely an interesting chapter nonetheless. I'll see you guys then.